welcome back to the actual Factualz, man. This episode 9, we calling this the Philly special. Guys, I am your co-host. They call me Josh Moody. It's the handsome one, the dancing one, the prancing one, the shancing one. You gotta say it twice. It's always better when you say it twice.
I'm your other co-host, Odeseye. Welcome back. We're glad to have y'all tuned in. We got a great episode for y'all. And we're actually going to jump right into our first segment. It's called The Few with Rod and Shoe.
My guys.
Let them introduce themselves.
Shoe, let's go. Reporting live, Philly special. I told y'all we was going to get it last week. For all y'all non-believers, I know y'all saw us partying all week. We did it. Let's go. We're now relevant in every single football conversation. I want to hear from East Coast to West Coast to the South. You heard me? Come at me. Let's get it.
Yo, this is Rod. What's up? We got some heat for y'all today. Let's get into it.
Yo, man, so as you can see, man, my guy, Shu is ready to talk his ish already, but I gotta slow him down for a little bit because, as you guys should know, it's Black History Month, but on this show, we don't celebrate Black History Month for a month. Black History is celebrated on this show every day. As you can see, we're 4 black men on this show at this very point in time, and prideful men know our roots, know where we come from, hold ourselves to a high standard, and we do realize and recognize the sacrifice that people that they made and paved the way for us to be here to do what we're doing right now for this show. So with that being said, I'm going to give the floor to Shoot real quick. What you got for Black History Month today, bro?
For Black History Month today, I figured that we stick with the football Super Bowl theme since my boys did it this week. And I'm going to go with Doug Williams. For all of you who don't know who Doug Williams is, Doug Williams is the first African-American quarterback to win a Super Bowl. I'm just going to give you a little bit of background about Doug Williams really quick. Doug Williams was drafted in 1978 out of Grambling State, 17th overall. Just to kind of let you guys know what towns were like back in the sporting world. Doug Williams finished fourth in the Heisman race, and he put up some gaudy numbers his last year. He led the nation in numbers such as categories such as total yards from scrimmage, passing yards, passing touchdowns. And the only person to show up to his pro day was legendary Hall of Fame coach Joe Gibbs. Joe Gibbs took him when he was with Tampa Bay, 17th overall. He ends up taking Tampa Bay to the playoffs 3 years out of 4. And he ends up getting traded to the Washington Redskins. For all you guys who don't know, he put up some real gaudy numbers, lead the nation in things such as total yards from scrimmage, total passing yards, passing touchdowns, and Joe Gibbs was the only Hall of Fame legendary coach. Joe Gibbs was the only person to show up to his pro day. We started off. Joe Gibbs takes him 17th overall in Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay has made the playoffs for years. He leads Tampa Bay to the playoffs 3 years out of 4 years, and he ends up playing for the XFL. Once the XFL come up, he starts the season, midway through the season, ends up beating John Elway in Super Bowl 22, winning MVP. He's just the epitome of what we like to see out of African American males, kind of leading the way for people like the 4 of us. They go on to play college football.
Gotcha. All right.
100%. I definitely agree with that. And Rodney, who did you have for Black History Month?
The person I selected, his birthday actually, February 12th, will be 84 years old. The great Bill Russell. All of those from Boston, the area that I'm from, know about him. But he's not just a local icon; he's a global icon. He certainly left his mark on the court, but he also left his mark off the court. Let's jump into a little background on him. He's from Louisiana. His family moved up to Oakland, California when he was 10 years old. He attended the University of San Francisco, where he won back-to-back national championships at the time, which was very unheard of in the 1950s. In college, he averaged 20 points and 20 boards. He was 6'9" at the time, so he was dominating. He won Olympic gold in 1956. He was drafted by Atlanta and got traded from to the Celtics. He averaged 15 points, 22.5 rebounds over his career.
That's OD.
He was 12-time All-Star. Yes, crazy, man. He was 12-time All-Star in 13 seasons. Like, how crazy is that? He grabbed 40 boards in 2 games. He grabbed 51 boards in a game in the 60s. He had 11 rings, man. 11 rings in 13 years. He played against Will Chamberlain, the great Will Chamberlain, so he wasn't the only one that was dominating. But he also, one thing that stood out to me was that during the Civil Rights Movement in the 60s, Brett Auerbach actually retired. Rather than Bill Russell deciding to hang him off or go to another team, he showed his loyalty. Brett Auerbach and the Boston Celtics allowed for him to become a professional, provide a better life for his family, allowed for him to have a platform, to have a voice. So what he did was become a player coach. He was the first African American to ever be an NBA coach. And at the same time, he continued to play. In the last 3 seasons that he was the player coach, they won 2 championship rings.
So shout out.
He was overall. Go ahead.
Go ahead, bro.
But overall, just Bill Russell, what a guy, man. I mean, he won a number of MVPs. There was times where he won an MVP and they had him as second team All NBA. Like, how was that possible? And it just showed you the discrimination. Just because he was African American, they didn't want him to be on the first team, even though he was the league MVP. They disrespected him. But like I said, he used his platform along with others, such as Muhammad Ali, and he attended the Ali Summit in Cleveland, where he stood up for equality. He continued this sort of standing up for equality or any injustices as an activist, and he continued that all the way up to today. One big thing that I feel as though was very important was in 2010, President Obama awarded him with the highest honor an American civilian can have, and it's the Presidential Medal of Freedom. For me being a black man, for us being black men, that is just a major honor, especially with everything that minorities have gone through in this country. Just a major honor. And then a year prior, in 2009, they actually renamed the NBA Finals MVP Award after him, which is the Bill Russell MVP Award. So just a major, major accomplishment that he's had over his career as a player, and it's over his life as an individual. And one quote that I'm going to leave you guys with is, he said, concentration and mental toughness are the margins of victory, and meaning that's what separated him from the average. And that's the reason why they won 11 championships in 13 seasons. Great Bill Russell.
And just to piggyback, man, Bill Russell, if you watch NBA games, that man is still traveling to all types of games and is very present in the basketball community. The man got 11 championships, guys. That's absolutely ridiculous. He has to hold up a pinky toe on his foot when he holds up his rings. Am I correct, Rod? Was 11 the right number?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Correct.
That's absolutely crazy. So guys, I'm going to tell you my Black History person for the day. I'm not going to be as in depth as my bros here were, but I just want to mention real quick Jack Johnson, who was the first heavyweight black African American heavyweight champion of the world. He was a dog, guys. You guys always hear me talk about somebody being a dog, and this was somebody who straight rebelled against what society told him he was supposed to do. He was doing everything literally they told him not to do. Hence him being the first African American heavyweight boxing champion of the world. So I just want to shout him out because look at what's going on in the world today. We got pioneers who are doing stuff they're not supposed to be doing, and as a people, I feel like we don't support each other enough. I'm not going to say we don't support each other. I'm going to say we don't support each other enough. We need to do it more. And I say this to bring up somebody like LeVar Ball, who was doing something he is not supposed to be doing, because he's not doing it in the way that maybe you would do it, or because he's not doing it the way they telling him to do it. You guys don't like it and you hate on the man. But if you guys will get away from the aesthetics, get away from all the craziness in the media that he's creating, because he really has something dope that he's doing. This is a black man doing something that they say he is not supposed to be doing, guys. So I just want to make that correlation to you guys out here and see that, no, this man was not perfect. He may have flaws, and we all do, but the man was a pioneer, was a trailblazer, and he paved the way for us to be sitting here right now, to have this platform to talk to you right now. Hey, what you got?
I just kind of wanted to go off of what you said real quick before I get into the person that I picked for Black History Month. And as far as us supporting each other. I definitely agree with you on that, and I feel like, and honestly, this isn't a shot at anybody. I just feel like we only support each other when it's convenient. And if you look at different communities, if you look at the Jewish community, or even the Hispanic community, or even the Caucasian community, they build each other up from the beginning. I feel like as an African American community, we only support each other once somebody is on. And I think, that's something that needs to change. The Caucasian community, they support each other from the ground up. They have a family business. They make sure that everyone learns it. School, they start an education fund for their kids when they're young. African American community, we don't do that. We go to college, 24, 25 years old, we come out $100,000 in debt because, and I understand times were different for our parents back in the day, but I just feel like we can make a change. I'm not going to get too much in depth with that, but I just feel like as an African American community, it's time for us to stand our leaders in the music industry. We need to stop promoting this lean and Molly and stuff, all these drugs and strippers and guns and violence through music. I mean, you have rappers like J. Cole that, talk about positivity. Kanye, you don't have to be a gangster rapper. You can still make good music. You don't have to be a gangster. You don't have to talk about robbing people and all these other things. So I just feel like for the culture, we should start, doing the right thing. And then for the person that I
before you get into your person, I want to piggyback on guys, but not disbarring the fact that we know this society and this system is not built for this. I'm not. We already acknowledge that. That's a fact of life. But here's how we can control our situation, and this is a fact. It's by doing what he said, building up our own communities and doing and this way we don't have to rely and need validation, because we don't need validation from no man, woman, ethnicity, culture. Stop looking for validation from somebody else. That's all I'm saying, guys. Go ahead, bro.
And I know we keep saying we're not going to.
I'm just saying, but that's real shit.
But I'll give you a prime example of somebody in the music, two people in the music industry. Joey Badass, Chance the Rapper. They're very talented at what they do, and they're both independent artists. You don't need to sign to a record label. I never listened to I've never heard a song by this guy, but I know his name. He's called Young Boy NBA. Young Boy Never Going Broke Again. And I saw the deal that he signed. He signed a deal where he had to release 8 albums under the record label that he signed to, and he only got paid $2 million. And people just jump on that instant money, that instant gratification when, like, what happened to the days where we worked hard? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to take the easy way out. You don't have to take the first offer that comes to you. Build a platform. Joey Badass has been independent his whole career. He's doing international tours. He's making money off of his music, off of producing it, off of album sales, off of everything, off of distribution, off of tours, off of merchandise. You don't have Chance the Rapper. He donated, I believe, over $2 million last year to his community in Chicago for the youth and for everybody else. And he did that independently. So all I'm trying to say is, and what Josh said, ownership. Don't take the easy way out. Like, you can still work hard. It might take you a year or two longer, but it's doable. But like I said, we're talking about Black History Month. So I wanted to talk about one person that I had in particular that I wanted to talk about, but it's two of them. So the 1968 Olympics, it was two black men that raised their fists during the Olympic Games. The Olympic Games took place in Mexico City, and two of the guys that raised their fists, one was John Carlos, and the other was Tommy Smith. So I want to speak about Tommy Smith. So as they completed their race, Tommy Smith won a gold, and John Carlos won a bronze medal. And as the Star Spangled Banner began to play, both of them, they raised their right fist, and they wore black gloves and black socks. And the reason that they did this is as a Black Power salute. And I want to read you a quick quote really quick from Tommy Smith. He said, "I wasn't going to stand there with my hand on my heart while they played my country's national anthem and then go back to life as a second-class citizen." And what he meant by that was he wasn't going to sit there and act like everything was sweet and then go back home and know what's going on with his people and be okay with that. So for me personally, like, I really appreciate anyone that stands up for what's right and stands up for their community. And he just so happens to be from my community. So I think that's very big. Just a little bit background on Tommy. He's one of 12 children. He moved to California when he was in junior high school with his family. He played basketball, football. He ran track and field at Lemoore High School, and he enrolled at San Jose State in 1963 with the intention of doing all three sports, but he never joined the football team, and he gave up basketball after one season. He focused on track, and he excelled in track. And honestly, I actually went to Washington, D.C., and I got an opportunity to get a tour of the National Museum of African American History and Culture, and they actually have a statue of him, John Carlos, and the third racer from the U.S. In that museum. And if anybody is ever in the Washington, D.C. area, make sure you go check that museum out. It's open all year long, and it's a great opportunity for you to learn about the African American culture, from sports to music to fashion to civil rights to education, everything. It's a great opportunity for everybody. And like Josh said, we know it's Black History Month, but we believe in Black excellence, so we celebrate Black history every day.
We're all about empowering. I'm telling y'all right now, this is not a conversation we're having just on camera. And whether you believe it or not,
we talk about this every day.
This is an actual factual here. This is something this is one of the reasons why we started doing what we're doing, guys. So this is why we're here right now, because we're ownership. We're trying to create something. We have a vision, we have a plan, and we want to build that on our own, guys. And honestly, we can respect that from my fellow entrepreneurs out there. I'm new to this game. I salute to you. My brother here been doing this for almost 6 years now, guys. He's been doing this. I'm new to this game. I salute to y'all because we need more like us. We need more thinking like us. We ownership. But we're going to transition into that. I promise we won't be talking. There won't be the last time we talk about Black excellence on this show, because I got my guys here with me. Got my guys with me here. Excuse me. And I got them on the phone here. And if you was paying attention, if you listened to episode 8, part 2, Birds Over Beantown, ? Okay, you would have seen my guys came over there and they exclamation point ? Excuse me, guys. I don't want to. I'm gonna put on my Ali voice. I got my guy here. I don't want to display the wrong information here for you guys. But look, my guys came on the show and they talked that issue. So Shu, I'm gonna give you the floor first because the Birds did win. And look, guys, I was wrong. I don't have the Eagles jersey on yet. We're gonna work that situation out. Those logistics will be sent out. I am a man of my word. I said I will wear the jersey. I will wear the jersey. So Shu, give me a little recap. Nick Foles won Super Bowl MVP, 373 passing yards, 3 TDs, 1 receiving, 4 total. And as we called the show Philly Special because of that nut-ass play. But what a great play call. I got to ask you, what are your thoughts on how do you feel Nick Foles did?
I feel like Nick Foles is a legitimate starting quarterback in this league. I feel like Nick Foles proved to everybody after that, first playoff win against Atlanta that he can get it done. So I feel like Nick came out and he was Nick, but I feel like the game plan didn't come down to Nick. I feel like I said before on the podcast last week, we have a better team than the Patriots, and we went out and proved that our team is better, right?
Okay.
We beat Tom Brady at his best. Tom Brady at his best. We saw it last Sunday, a week from today. 505. 3 touchdowns, efficient. We saw in the fourth quarter Tom Brady that everybody seen in the fourth quarter was playing Tom Brady.
Okay.
I just think that we had a better team, and I think that for the first time on the big stage, we saw Bill Belichick get out coached. I said last week, I wonder what Bill's going to take away. What is Bill going to take away? Bill didn't take away anything. Because Bill couldn't take away anything. Bill was on his heels all game, and then Patricia was on his heels so much that he backpedaled right out of the way, and right when it was done, it was Detroit. He wanted out. You know what I mean? It was as legitimate of a win as you could get. It was a great game. I feel like you look on both sides.
Great game.
Got to the point where Tom was being Tom, and we couldn't stop him. They couldn't stop us. Doug did a great job keeping them on their toes. It came down to the offensive line, defensive line. Nick wasn't touched all game. We rattled Tom a little bit in the second quarter, but he came back out in the second half and did his thing. But we made the big play in the end and ended up winning the game.
Gronk got going for the Patriots really late. So Rod, I got to ask, man, what are your thoughts? What do you feel was the difference out there?
I mean, I was sick watching the game. I mean, what's going on every time, like every third down? When we gotta get a stop? I mean, that seems to be the biggest thing. I feel as though, I'll give the credit to the Eagles. They played a fair game. They won. They beat his head down. But I just think as though what they took that they did that we didn't was capitalize on opportunity. On them third downs, they got the stops. We didn't get the third down stops. That was the big difference in the game. I feel as though they just were more disciplined than us. And usually with Bill Belichick's team, we're disciplined. You know, we might let up a third down, 2 third downs in a row, but we're going to capitalize, we're going to stop, and we're going to make the adjustment. And we just could not do that. So, you know, she was talking all that nonsense about them being the better team and all that. I don't agree with that. I feel as though all they did was they capitalized on opportunity. And were they the better team that day? Yes, they were. But overall, they're not the better team. It's just they got the final say, the Super Bowl champs.
So,
can I just say something?
Go ahead.
Before we continue. I just, you know, this is what we've been seeing all year, which is why we got to throw out half the parade that we had and we wear the dog masks like we do, because still, even after a win, the team that loses, we've been the best team in all year. Whether we were with Carson, everybody was like, oh, he was going to win a Super Bowl. Vegas even, you know, shot us up to top odds to win a Super Bowl. Carson goes down, then comes in. We changed the offense. The offense was different, bro. They got out-coached. They got out-coached still.
And that's what I was gonna add in real quick, is that I do agree this is like the first true game I've ever seen Bill get out-coached. But I do want to also add, bro, you guys physically beat them. Like, for example, that Ertz touchdown, right? He just straight hit McCarty with a great route, bro. You guys, the Eagles played really, really well, bro. If you really watched the game, bro, I was watching the line of scrimmage, bro. There was times where Eagles lineman was pushing the Patriots D line 5 yards down the field, bro. Before a running back is even getting touched. I was sitting there with Pops. I'm like, yo, Pop, look at the line of scrimmage. Like, the Eagles literally
controlled the game.
Really, literally controlled the game. Tom was Tom, though. Tom was Tom. I gotta ask, you know, because I believe we both picked Patriots. Am I wrong?
Well, we wanted the Eagles to win. I mean, me personally, I want the Eagles to win.
It was a lose for me, because it's the Patriots, and then I didn't want to. Do you hear how Shu was talking? Y'all don't know Shu like I know Shu. That's why you looking at me like that, because y'all don't know Shu like I know Shu. He's gonna jack this to his last breath, guys. You don't understand. They cannot win another game. They cannot win another game. And he will jack this forever. This is my one trump card on this, man, and I don't have that anymore. Do you guys not understand how I feel? But go ahead, I'm off, bro.
No, sure. I just wanted to ask you a question. Going into next season, who do you think will be the starting quarterback? Because, I mean, you know, I feel like this is kind of a similar situation to Ohio State with Braxton Miller, JT Barrett, and Cardale Jones.
I don't think so. Close.
I mean, he won you guys a Super Bowl. He won you guys 3 playoff games. But he won the MVP. Do you think starting off next season that he will be your starting quarterback, or do you think he'll sign a contract with another team? What are your thoughts?
But I truly believe that the organization, you know, just like you said, he brings the first Super Bowl to Philly. You know, he's Nick that guy. You know what I mean? Everybody loves Nick. My number 9 jersey's on back order right now because they're all sold out. So, you know, I think that they will, you know, kind of let him do what he's most comfortable doing. You know what I mean? If Nick wants to stay, he says, hey, I want to play out my contract. We don't know if Carson's going to be ready by week 1. You know, so I think the organization says, okay, that's fine. And Nick says, hey, you know, I want an opportunity to start for an organization, but I want to be put in a winning situation. I think the organization will do the best to do that. You know, I think that when you look out there, there's still, you know, 6 to 8 teams that, you know, are playoff teams that really lack quarterback play. And with Kirk Cousins really being, you know, one of the few viable options for you to be able to build around, you know, I think that makes Nick a hot commodity. But when you really look at it, I mean, this season doesn't happen without Carson Wentz. I think that we can all say that Carson Wentz was the clear best player in this league when he was playing. I think that he will come back, and I think that you're going to see a little bit of rustiness out of him in that first 4 or 6 weeks. So I think that he will get back to something that he is the starting franchise quarterback for the Eagles.
It's funny because, like I said, I don't think Nick Foles is going to get paid. Physically, he always had tools. I always question that dog and the it factor in people, and that's what I'm looking for. And sure, you know, when we have these quarterback conversations, the one thing I'm always looking for, what I tell you, I'm looking for somebody who's cool. I don't care what size you are. I don't care. Pause. I don't care whatever your length, your logistics. I don't care about none of that. I'm looking for a quarterback who, high or low, win or lose, how cool is he, right? I'll give you an example. I'm going to give you an old head and a youngin'. An old head, because he just played in the Super Bowl. Tom Brady's one of the coolest cats in the pocket. Only time you see him struggle is when he get pressure up the middle. Why? Because he's not a scrambler. He don't like really getting outside of the pocket. That's not really his thing. But when he has the time, even under pressure, when he gets sacked, it's because he's chilling. He's literally waiting. I'm trusting my feet. I'm trusting my O-line. I'm trusting my mechanics. I can get the ball out when I need to, right? He's too cool back there. Win or lose, Tom Brady's one of the coolest cats you see back there. I'm going to give you a nice youngin' for you. His name is Deshaun Watson. He happens to be hurt coming off his torn ACL. Guys, right? Deshaun Watson is a rookie, and I wanted to go rookie because I could have gave you Carson because Carson is cool as hell, okay? He's too cool back there. But I wanted to give you a rookie because this is a young guy. And guys, if you watch him play, he's holding that ball a half second later than what he probably should. Watch him. Watch him. Cam Newton is another one. He holds that ball probably a half second more than he should. Why? Because he's too cool back there, bro. Cam know at any second. First of all, he happen to has a rocket launcher for an arm too. So maybe Cam's not the best example. Russell Wilson is another one. Too cool.
He's quick on his feet.
He's cool. He can get out of situations, right? That's the difference. Him and Deshaun and Russell are athletic as hell. Cam's athletic as hell. They can get out of the pocket and do that. But that cool stuff, Drew Brees, too cool.
Yes.
He's too cool. It don't matter. You coming back there, step, whoop, whoop, progression. I'm hitting my guy. Bro, you can't. That stuff.
Can't teach.
Jared Goff showed that this year. You know what I mean? A young guy. I'm cool back here. I'm calm. I know my mechanics. I'm trusting this. Boom. I'm going to make the play. Guys, that is the difference in an NFL quarterback. When you get that happy feet and you start dancing and all that stuff, you know, stuff changes. So Rod, I want to transition to the Patriots because, you know, my pops is like, Josh, it's over. It's over. The dynasty's over. The dynasty's over. The dynasty's over. I don't count Tom Brady out for nothing, goddammit. I refuse. As long as that man is playing, you got a chance. So, Rod, like with Tom, you always have a chance, Rod. So I gotta ask, with Gronk's future seems to be in question at this very point in time. Seems to have some concerns with, you know, we all know the health history he has going on with him. Do you believe you guys are now in that rebuilding process? Do you think the dynasty is over? As a Patriots fan, I know you're a Patriots fan, but you're also giving me an honest answer. So I wanted to get your feedback on that.
Yeah, man. I mean, as an NFL football fan in general, I'm sure there's going to be people out there that are saying that this dynasty is over. I don't believe it is, not yet. I said they got a good window, 2 to 3 more years. Maybe not winning Super Bowls, but definitely contending for that AFC East championship for sure. I mean, obviously, the standard, the expectation has been so high out in New England. I mean, sustained success for a number of years. I believe since 2001, just consistently winning. I just feel as though losing Matt Patricia, yeah, it's a long haul. That'll probably, you know, be a little bit of adjustment that needs to be done, but Bill is known for his defense. As long as Bill's there, as long as TB12 is there, and they also retain Justin Daniels. So our offense still.
What do you think that was about, man? That's crazy. Like, I don't.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I mean, coming from being a businessman, I thought that was a little shady. I mean, what Bill did was he accepted the job for the Jets. Back in the day, he accepted the job. He actually went to the podium, and then he turned it down. But what he did was he made
I didn't know
the coach believe. Yeah, he made the coach believe that he was going to go there, and then he just bailed on him last minute after already having other coaches from different teams, you know, tell their teams, hey, well, I'm out of here, I'm going to Indianapolis. So I just thought that was a little fishy, but nonetheless, I just feel as though as long as we have that combination of Bill Belichick, Tom Brady, Josh McDaniels still there, we're going to put up numbers and we'll still compete. Gronk, I mean, he's a huge part of our team. It's just a matter of when he obviously provides a lot of value. I just feel as though Gronk will probably be done within the next few years. But we definitely have to keep the wheel still moving. I just don't see us winning a championship every single year. No matter what, continue to contend.
Gotcha.
Now I wanted to ask you. I mean, Malcolm Butler, he won you guys the Super Bowl last year, and then this whole season you guys don't play him. I mean, not the whole season, but you guys didn't play him in the Super Bowl, and there was a few games this year that he didn't play. What was that about? I mean, he was like your number one guy at the beginning of the year, and then I don't know. What's that about?
It's just, I mean, I feel as though Bill Belichick has shown over the years that you got to do things his way. He's done that to players in the past, Lloyd Malloy, the Ty Laws, just getting rid of players when we still could have used them. And then have everybody in the fan base questioning, why did you get rid of them? We're going to be terrible. But he's never done it to this point. Well, I mean, even with Chandler Jones. Chandler Jones got in trouble with smoking weed or whatever. There was a week where he didn't play, and then he was back on the rotation ready to go. But on the largest stage, he chose to, make a statement. And obviously, he has a way he conducts business, and the team has to follow that. But I just feel as though what he did, what did you allow the man to practice all week, leading up to the Super Bowl? He gave it his all. He played in 15 out of 16 games. In the playoffs, he played every single snap. He played, I think they said 98% of the snaps.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know.
Yeah,
for Eric Rowe, that's why the bum ass Eagles let him go. There was a reason they let him go, and you gonna put him in? I don't. Oh my God!
I really don't know what point Bill Belichick is trying to prove or what type of statement he's trying to make, because he costs himself some money, he costs himself a ring, and he costs himself. I just don't understand the move. His players too. I feel like his players are going to start to question him now, based off of that action.
I just don't get it.
I think that this is the first time that we're seeing a Bill Belichick coaching move, disciplinary action, whatever you want to call it. I don't think that we even really got the real story yet.
Facts.
Whatever you want to call it, this is the first time that we've seen him make some type of decision, and it backfired. It backfired. If you look at that Super Bowl last year, Eric Rowe played on Julio Jones. He still got framed because it's Julio Jones.
That sideline catch twice.
When you even look at the sideline catches, like he's playing tight coverage. You look at the Alshon Jeffrey catch. Alshon just went up and got it. It's not like it went to tight coverage.
Yeah, but listen, but look.
Alshon went up and made a play.
But look, shoot.
So for you to say this, Bruce, for you to say that you maybe Malcolm Butler makes a couple plays that Eric Rowe doesn't make. But when you look at the big plays that Eric Rowe gave up, I still don't. You know what I mean? I don't see a 5'10" Malcolm Butler jumping over Alshon Jeffrey.
But here's the difference, bro.
You know what I mean?
Here's the difference. I don't mean to cut you off on my app voice, but I wanna say this, right? And you can testify to this, bro. Some people, right, in the biggest moments seem to play their best game, right? All I'm saying is we know that guy's a hooper. I know he was struggling this year. But you decided on the Super Bowl, bro, to not...
Bro, this is...
A playmaker, though. Here's the one thing about Malcolm. He gets killed because he takes chances. You know what I'm trying to say? Usually when he get beat because he's being very, very aggressive. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he can beat, though.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you talking about the last game of the season, a guy that you know is going to give it my everything that I have. Everything that I have, every fiber in my body. Not saying that Eric Rowe didn't care, but all I know is like this guy made a big play for you before. You didn't even give him a chance. You didn't even give him an opportunity.
I'm with you.
I just don't understand. And like I said, Bill, you're a human.
Let's not forget that Butler was on Gabriel last year. When the Falcons were driving down the field and gave up like a 30-yard drag.
Like I said, he was struggling. He was struggling all year, bro. I'm not denying that.
Listen to this, fellas. I mean, y'all talking about who he would have been matched up on, he would have locked down, things like that. What they did in the game against the Jaguars, when the game was on the line, they moved Malcolm into that and they moved to the slot.
Why would he be in the slot?
He does different things like that where he blitzes and adds pressure. It's not necessarily he messes up the timing of the quarterback. He's not expecting that quick dude to come off. It's not just him covering somebody where he's gonna cover Alshon and lock him down. No, he can provide value off of blitzes and different things like that. It just messes up the team chemistry.
Look,
I'll tell you this.
regardless of what it was, I think that, like I said before, I don't think that one particular move in that game changes or dictates that game.
Yeah, earned that.
I think that the paint chip and Bill Belichick were on their heels all game. Alshon Jeffrey was roasting row. What did they do? Made a great adjustment. Oh, we're going to throw his old roommate, Stephon Gilmore over there. Gilmore did a great job on Jeffrey.
Yeah, he did a great job.
Jeffrey should have had the one hand. But Jeffrey had a chance to get the one hand catch that turned into an interception. But, besides that play, he pretty much did a great job on him. So what did Nick Foles do? He ended up throwing other guys. Nelson Aguilar probably got 7 out of his 10 targets, 7 out of his 9 catches in the second half because he just started going to different guys. You see Zach Ertz starting to heat up. You know what I mean? I think that which comes down to my overall point, which is that I just think that we had a better team than they had this year.
Hey.
It didn't have it.
Who was covering Aguilar, man? They had Chung covering Aguilar. They had Richards covering Aguilar. They had 29. I don't even know who 29 is, man.
And listen, I'm telling you,
he was bad all right, bad on tackle. He let him tackle. That would have been Malcolm in the slot, or that might have been Roll in the slot that practiced the whole week. You can't tell me that. Come game day. You can't tell me back at work. Come game day. We all started all week, and you telling me that leading up to. I mean, this happened to me before. Leading up to, I'm starting that week, and you telling me right before the game that I'm not playing in the game, and that's not going to change how everyone's looking. You can't tell me that's not going to change the secondary. They're going to be like, what? Oh, now I got to work. Now I got to play the one instead of playing what? That's a different mentality, bro.
And also, just to piggyback off of what Rodney was saying, not only does that change the dynamics of it, but now if, for instance, if I play safety and you play corner, and I know normally I know the way you play a route, now I have to adjust with somebody who I don't know how they play the route. That affects everybody in the secondary. That affects your linebackers. That affects everything. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Absolutely. We all understand football. We all know that, that is definitely going to affect the chemistry of the secondary. But it all leads back on my 2 main points. Bill Belichick got out coached for whatever reason.
He did.
We still don't even know.
He did.
That's very true. We're not disagreeing with you.
He did.
He got out coached.
He did.
Bill got out coached for whatever reason. He played whatever he wanted to play. Nick Foles sat back there for 4 or 5 seconds every play.
Facts.
He was taking them apart.
No pressure.
Which is what I said last week. Nobody on that D-line is going to get any pressure. And I said that last
You
week.
did.
Tom Brady, we couldn't get any pressure. Tom Brady's getting the ball out in 2-3 seconds, so we can't even get there. The one time they were holding the ball when it was 15-3, and Tom Brady had to do 5 steps, 7 steps, you started to see us get there. We started to beat him up. He came out second half, and he was Tom. But there came a time in the game where he had to do it, which is what I said last week. There's going to come a time where he has to drop back. And when he did, we made the play. We have a better team. When you look at it all around, across the board, unless you're talking about number 12, we had the better team. And I'm going to tell you this. You can take 9 or 12 on Super Bowl night. They would have both got you the same thing as long as you weren't at Eagle Creek. You hear me?
So look, I'm gonna stop. Listen, I'm gonna stop them right there. Look, guys, man, a few with Rod and Shoe. Man, my guys, we appreciate you for having you guys on. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Y'all want to say y'all piece before y'all go?
Absolutely. I just want to say, when it's all said and done, it was a great game. I think that, when you really look at it, I think that everybody started to kind of get that feeling before Brandon Graham made the big strip sack that Brady was coming down doing Brady. I think that, there were certain plays, just like Rod said earlier, that kind of, could have indicated which way the game could have gone or which way it could have gone. But I think it was a great game. But, I'm glad that Lombardi is where it's supposed to be, which is in Philly.
Let's see if it's there next year, though. But all right.
Go ahead, Rod.
Yeah, I mean, they won the game fair and square. Congratulations to them. We got absolute class. I mean, they got Lane Johnson over here, not absolute class. So it's not something back on them. But we've been here before. We lost to the Giants, and we came back on a bench. So that nation will be back.
Yeah, you heard what he said, right? They lost to the Giants. Achievement. You know what I mean? But look, guys, we wrapping this up. Yo, fellas. Chill. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing Sam Donald. We ain't doing Sam. But yo, fellas, I'ma holler at y'all.
Well, yourself.
Bang on them. But yeah, look, guys, it's episode 9. If you made it this far, we really appreciate you. We wrapping this up. You got something to say before we go, bro?
Nah, we appreciate y'all tuning in. It's all love. And
Man.
that giveaway is going to happen. We're actually doing a giveaway tomorrow. So make sure you follow us on IG, Actual Factualz blog for the instructions.
Tune in.
And we'll be sending that giveaway out at the end of the week.
Tune in. I know
Peace
y'all
and love.
You know what I'm saying? I know y'all seeing the favors. But look, we off this. We're going to holler at you. And want yourselves.
Peace.